Amanda, who's talking to a very recognizable comedian. Amanda?
She's known for bringing down the house as a regular performer on Comedy Central's Roast, and now she is bringing her own unique brand of humor to the first female stand-up comedy series on the Vegas Strip. It is called Lipshtick, the perfect shade of stand-up. Here to put the sin in Sin City is comedian Lisa Lampanelli. Lisa, congratulations to you, and thank you so much for joining the Morning Blend.
Oh, thank you so much.
How does it feel to be part of a solid female crew on the Vegas Strip?
It's wild. I'll tell you what, it's like a dream come true because, first of all, Vegas, capital of entertainment, other than Tucson. And it just has all these funny women that, they're female comics, but they're also comics who just happen to be women. Women who bring it like the guys, women who can entertain like any man out there, and women who just really know how to do edgy, funny, groundbreaking comedy. And I was just thrilled to be asked to do it. It's amazing.
Well, who are some of the other comedians that will be accompanying you?
Oh, there's a couple of real legends. There's 14 female comics in all over various weekends. Joy Behar, Susie Essman, Lonnie Love. There's, of course, Monique, who is an Oscar winner and just an excellent stand-up. And all these women who just are headliners in their own right. And I'm there in August, October, and December. So I just can't wait to bring a whole new hour to the Vegas Strip.
Lisa, tell us, how did you get started in comedy?
It's so funny. I was a journalist, I was interviewing people like me back then and trying not to act bored like you are now. And I was interviewing people, and by age 30, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try comedy. I've always wanted to, but if I stink, I'm not going to do it anymore. And thank goodness I really loved what I did on stage that first time, and there was a kernel of hope that I could make this into a career. And 23 years later, thank God I'm still doing it. So I'm very grateful that this is something that was my calling, I feel, in life.
And a lot of us are struggling right now on where do we really fit. And like you mentioned, at age 30, you decided to switch careers, almost putting in 8 years of being a journalist after college. I mean, was that scary for you to make that transition? Were you confident in that move? Or walk us through that.
Well, it was really weird. I always make the decision when I know in my gut what I should do. I said, I don't care what I have to do. If I have to move back in with my parents, if I have to take a job cleaning houses, which, by the way, I did, so I could clean houses during the day and then at night do stand-up at the clubs in New York City. And I just think when you have that it takes what it takes attitude, that it's right and it's going to work out. So I'm just grateful that I'm even able to do something other than, clerical work and really be able to make a go of this thing. It's like a charmed life. I'm so happy about it.
A lot of your roasts are pretty legendary. A lot of people remember them and speak of them often. But how has your comedy really evolved over the years from when you started at age 30 to where you are today?
Well, I started out a regular old comic, a monologist, just talking about myself, my day job, my family, my relationships. But eventually, I really loved talking to the audience. I really loved, just that dialogue that goes back and forth. So eventually, I ended up an insult comic. And I guess that's not really a surprise that I did all the roasts. So I just love that audience interaction. That's why at the shows at the Venetian and also elsewhere on the road for me, every show is different because every audience is different. And I love that immediacy, and you never know what's going to happen. It's almost like this edgy, electric vibe that, something different's going to happen here tonight that hasn't happened before. It's no script. It's sort of without a net.
And Lisa, really quickly, tell us, when are the months that you will be in Vegas?
I'll be there August 8th and 9th, in October also, and in December. So go to my site, insultcomic.com, for my tickets. But for the whole thing, the whole Lipshtick schedule, go to venetian.com/lipshtick.
Lisa, this was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere. The Morning Blend will be back before you know it.